Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Momp Lerumo Mogobe. I'm coming to you from Gaborone, Botswana, specifically my office, which is located in Block 8. The idea of this podcast, by the way, the podcast is going to be called Mogobe's Nuggets of Wisdom podcast. The idea behind the podcast is that every time I speak, one of the things that I do, apart from being a lawyer, apart from being an entrepreneur, apart from being a property developer, is that I speak to different audiences. Mostly I speak to entrepreneurs. I talk to them on real estate. I talk to them on paradigm shifting. I talk to them on personal development in general. But most of the students, if you like, the entrepreneurs that I meet, say that they want me to mentor them, they want me to motivate them. But you find that because the numbers are large and because I'm busy, I'm not able to do so one-on-one. So the idea of this podcast is to share with them these nuggets of wisdom and to show them what I'm about. For today's lesson, if you like, I want to introduce the basic idea of success, which is planning. Every successful entrepreneur that I've met does what I do and has a to-do list or a list of things, tasks that they want to do for the days coming or the week ahead. I, for instance, have done a list which I started working on yesterday. Things in the list include 1, going to church, which I went yesterday. 2, walking 12,000 steps a day, and I've already done that 2 days in a row, so I've ticked that. And the other thing that I did was talk to 13 entrepreneurs who were pitching to me in the context of an organization known as
Project 124.
Yeah, Project 124. So so I want to emphasize the importance of this to young upcoming entrepreneurs. The other idea behind this podcast is that I get to be very privileged to meet very successful entrepreneurs, including some of them who are mentoring me, people like Mr. Mooney, people like Mr. Jamali. So the idea is that I'll be interviewing these people and I will be posting on this podcast and sharing some of the nuggets of wisdom that I pick from them. So I want to say to you that this is a very wonderful journey that we're embarking upon. I want this podcast to be a success. I'll be shooting different things like I've started doing now, and then I'll be uploading whatever it is I'm sharing on YouTube. And these will be short, maximum of 10 minutes shows initially, unless the demand is larger. I can increase to maybe 30 minutes or even to 45 minutes. So this being the inaugural podcast, all I wanted to introduce was myself, Momp Lerumo Mogobe, and as I said, this show is going to be called Mogobe's Nuggets of Wisdom podcast. Thank you very much indeed.